enough to have with us our next guest of honor, Professor Somesh Kumar. Professor Somesh Kumar is presently Professor of Mathematics at the Indian Institute of Technology, Kharagpur. He has research interests in the area of statistical design theory and inference. He has published more than 100 papers in various national and international journals and has co-edited a book on quantum information, computation, and communication. He is regularly teaching the course History of Science and Technology in Ancient India. His published work has been reviewed, abstracted in mathematical reviews, statistical theory, and methods abstract. His research work is widely cited in various national and international journals. He has delivered lectures in various universities abroad, such as University of Ulm and University of Dortmund in Germany, Middle East Technical University Ankara, University of Wollongong, Australia, University of Salzburg, Austria, University of Colombo, Sri Lanka. He has supervised 11 doctoral and more than 200 masters, MTech, and MSc dissertations. He is or has been a member of doctoral scrutiny committee of more than 100 research scholars of various departments of IIT Kharagpur. He has been on editorial board and referee of many national and international journals. He has received Platinum Jewelry Lecture Award of Indian Science Congress Association in the year 2016. He has also organized 4 workshops on mathematics for school children, organized invited sessions on decision theory, ranking, and selection procedures in various international conferences. He was the convener of Statistics and Mathematics section of Indian Science Congress and secretary of workshop on quantum information, computation, and communication at IIT Kharagpur. He has also been a member of organizing committees of some national and international conferences. He has delivered many lectures and talks in various national and international conferences, symposia, and workshops. He has been associated with Indian Mathematics Olympiad activity and has been actively involved in various co-curricular, extracurricular, and administrative activities of the Institute. Currently, he is Dean of Students Affairs at IIT Kharagpur. Sir is going to orient us on Indian origin of modern numerals and decimal place value system. I would like to invite Professor Somesh Kumar. Sir, please.
First of all, I would like to thank the organizers for, first of all, for organizing such an excellent conference, as well as inviting me and Professor Sen so that we can put in perspective from IIT Kharagpur side regarding the contributions of IIT Kharagpur to Indian knowledge system, to the growth of Indian knowledge system. So I think all of you can hear me.
Yes, sir.
Yes, we can.
Yeah, okay. I'm just sharing my screen. I hope it is visible.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It is visible.
Okay, yeah.
Professor Kumar.
Yeah. So before I start presenting, I will like to make some comments here because this is a conference on the Indian knowledge systems, and I mean, of course, we have that. That it is a solution for the sustainable well-being. Our first speaker, Dr. Padam Shri, Dr. Nagendra, he mentioned about the yoga and other contributions of the Indians. So, of course, I think it is indisputable that yoga and Ayurveda is one of the most profound contributions of India to the world. And of course, in the last 125 years, starting from Dr. Swami Vivekananda, it became known to the world that yoga is actually a contribution from the India to the world, and it has extensive benefits. And as Professor Joy Sen just now mentioned also, that if you go to a nook and corner of Germany or in USA, you will find a yoga clinic. In fact, I also had the same experience when I was visiting Germany. In fact, I visited 3 consecutive years before this pandemic started. And where I was having my apartment, I just saw just across the street, there was a yoga clinic, and it was, it was a yoga center, and it was some German person who was actually Yoga Guru. It was written there on this one. However, what is not appreciated is that the complete modern science, technology, and mathematical development would not have been possible without the contribution of India, that is the creation of the modern numeral system and the decimal place value system. So in some sense, it is even more profound than these, because you can say that, okay, we have old medicine system, so we have a new medicine system, we have a modern allopathic system, we have homeopathic system, and we have other things. In place of yoga, we may say that, okay, there are certain other kind of exercises and many other kind of things. However, if you look at mathematics, the contribution is so profound that people have actually not bothered about it. It is something like invention of a wheel or fire kind of thing. And therefore, in last 2-3 years, when I started joining the activities of the science and technology in ancient India, when our humanities and social sciences department, they started organizing some workshop. And then they started a course on history of science and technology in ancient India. And I was asked to look at the mathematics portion. So I did my own research in that area. And then I found that there was a systematic attempt by, say, Europeans or by other people to completely ignore the Indian contribution. And it is so profound that without this, actually, the modern development would not have taken place at all. So then, of course, I looked into various kind of texts, and then I found that that there are now a lot of important textbooks and a lot of important research sources which actually propound that Indian contribution is actually original to India, and then now the modern mathematical system is based on that. So now let me, with this little background, let me start my presentation. I think I will try to complete in half an hour, but there is a lot of material, but I'll try to complete within time. Okay, so there has been many theories regarding the origin of modern numeral and decimal place value system. So these are, of course, everybody says them to be Arabic numerals, but actually this is not Arabic at all. So I will talk about that. So with revival of interest in Indian knowledge since the late 19th century, as has already been mentioned, that starting from Swami Vivekananda and many other people, so many researchers, they started discovering inscriptions, stone carvings, plaques, stamps, seals. In fact, in Professor Sen's presentation, you have seen the example of seals, some Indus Valley seals, some charters, tablets, manuscripts on, say, palm leaves, papyrus, on cloth, etc., which are related to Indian mathematics. So extensive epigraphic and paleographic evidence proves that the modern numeral system actually originated in India. Further development of the place value system, and actually it laid the foundation of almost all the important mathematics that has been developed elsewhere in the world. So in this presentation, I will give some evidences actually. So I will tell first of all what were the attempts which wanted to appropriate the origin of numerals by other countries, followed by historical European and Arabic references pointing to Indian origin. Numerous symbols for numerals which are prevalent in various scripts of India are shown. So actually I have made it by hand. That is why I have prepared the handwritten sheets so that actually you can see that how they are there, because in typing I cannot make it like that. And then through Sanskrit text, it is established that the decimal place value system, it refers to the unique numbers. And through historical text, it is established that the Indians were using very high as well as very small numbers. So this is what I will start the presentation now. So you can see this. So we can say that the Indian civilization is the cradle of modern numerals. So since the beginning of 20th century, a wealth of reliable information has been compiled. So I will tell you now that other people, they wanted to appropriate this, that they wanted to somehow find out that it originated in Greece, it originated in Egypt, it originated in North Africa, and so on. So I will just give you certain funny theories that are actually prevalent. So one of them, it is saying that Arabic numerals were actually invention of a glassmaker cum geometer from a place called Maghreb, who came up with the idea of giving each of these numerals a shape. And how he is giving the idea that the number of angles each one has being equal to the number it denoted, which is of course very laughable kind of thing, but I will show you that. So you can just look at this. So if you look at this, you can easily understand the absurdness of this argument here. So you can look at the numbers. So 1 they have drawn like this and created an angle here, and the 2 they have written like this and created 2 angles in between here. Then 3 has been written, this 3 has been written in this particular fashion, and they have inserted 3 angles here. Then 4, so now you can see that the traditional 4 is like this, but they removed this line and they considered 4 angles like this. And similarly, you can see about